What's going on, everybody? Bagwell Dr. Buster here. First of all, I just wanted to tell everyone that I'm finally on the mend. I really do appreciate everyone's thoughts and prayers. The flu is nothing to mess with. And as I said in the other video, take it or leave it, but I advise getting a flu shot. Some people say, it makes you sick, which it does. I mean, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's got some sort of the flu virus actually in the vaccine. So it will make you a little sick, but it's a whole lot better than going a whole week throwing up and coughing and all that kind of mess. So from now on, it's worth it to me to go get a flu shot. So, some housekeeping. I'm smoking in my Brevia that Mr. Nathan Campbell fixed for me, shined it up, and polished it up, and I'm using my Nathan Campbell tamper that he gave to me. And in it, as you can see by my t-shirt that I've got on, Big Star Cigar Lounge, I'm smoking some cherry bean. That's become one of my favorites here lately. Really enjoy that cherry bean. So, the purpose of this video is I went to the flea market here in near where I live in the upstate of South Carolina. We have one of the largest flea markets in the southeast. Matter of fact, we have two of the largest flea markets actually. But the one in Pickens, South Carolina, is probably the best I've ever been to. And luckily, it's only about 10 minutes down the road. Like I said earlier, the doctor wanted me to stay out of work, at least from when I stopped coughing and throwing up and fever and all that, and doing all that from without using any medicine for 24 hours. So I woke up this morning feeling pretty well, and, I couldn't go back to work, so I was like, well, I'll just ride over to the flea market and see what I can find. Kind of walk around, get some exercise, because I've been cooped up in the house, for a week, which is really nerve-wracking for me. But I found a few things that I'd like to share with you guys. The first one, now it doesn't work, but it's a cool little pipe cigar lighter. Now the flint on it is perfect. I'm thinking all I need to do is put some fluid in it. I hadn't really messed with it yet, but doesn't have a name. Oh, actually it does have a name brand. It's B-O-N. I don't know if you can see that. That might be a little blurry. B-O-N Bond. And then B/E, I think is what it said, and then Japan under that. So, anyway, I thought, the guy is, it looks like it's still got the original price tag on it, $12.95, but, like I said, the flint's perfect. I just need to put some fluid in it, and nice little vintage look to it. So you can tell it's pretty old, but I gave $1 for that, so, we'll see how that works. Secondly, I got this. I asked the guy how much it was, and he gave me a price, and I was like, well, no, as I was walking back, he's like, wait a minute, come back. You know how they do at the flea market. Well, what would you give for it? I was like, I'll give you $6 for it. He had originally told me $10, and first of all, $10 when he first told me that, I almost jumped on it then, but I thought maybe I can get a little lower price. So it is a 6-pipe vintage pipe stand with a humidor inside, and the cool thing about it is it's still got the Aztec clay or stone in there, and it looks like it's barely, if even, used at all. But the actual humidor is perfect. There's nothing wrong on the inside. Of course, it's got the worn look to it, which I kind of like. So, $6, I couldn't pass that deal up. So I don't think I'll actually use it as a humidor. I'll probably just store some like lighters and things like that down in there. But I was running out of room in my on my little shelf there in the house with the pipe stands that I have in there. So got that little guy, $6, can't beat it. And then finally, my deal of the day. Let me light up right quick. My deal of the day that I got, and I really couldn't pass this up either, was this K. Woody White Briar. It's got a little wear in it. Put this down. But it's a K. Woody, and it's got the drinkless system in it. Of course, it needs to be cleaned up. Very deep bowl in there. Nice stem, nice sturdy stem. But you can see the club there on the side, the emblem. The only thing I found wrong with it, there's a tiny little crack there in the top of the bowl. And of course, it's got some wear on the actual, I'm not sure if it's enamel or paint or whatever it is they finished the briar with, but it's the white briar. But you can tell under there, it's, you know, however they painted it or colored it has worn off a little bit. So I'll probably send this over to, as a matter of fact, I've already emailed him. Send it over to Rick over at Joe Case Pipes, Briarville Rick, who has done a pipe for me before, restoring a pipe for me. And it's got a good bit of cake in there, and I really think with some TLC this could end up being a very nice addition to my collection. Other than the small crack there, there's nothing wrong with it. It's a pretty big pipe too. You can see it compared to this one, about the same size as that Brevia, maybe a little bit. It's a little bit longer, maybe about 6 inches, maybe. So it's a good, I don't want to put it in my mouth, but it's a good size pipe. But I want to share that with you guys. You can see here, it's let's see if I hold it right side up. Probably can't read it, some of it's worn off. But it does say somewhere on there, K. Woody White Briar. Which was actually, I believe they stopped making these in 1989, so I know it's at least 24 years old. I'm thinking, just by judging by the looks of it, it was probably, this might be from the late 70s, is what my guess would be. So, if anybody knows anything about this, let me know. But they made the White Briar from 1951 to 1989. So somewhere in that 48-year period, is that 48? No, 38-year. Ooh, math is slipping a little bit. Somewhere in that 38-year period is when this was made. So if anybody knows, let me know. I'm interested to find out. So anyway, that's my flea market finds for the day. Just wanted to share that with you guys. Thank you so much for the prayers. And I feel a whole lot better there for a few days. Actually, about a week. I was feeling pretty rough. So I believe that's about it. Love you guys. See ya.